Muslim-centric policy, demand by Samajwadi Party, debating tonight at 8 p.m.
I'm Shivani Kala reporting from New Jersey, USA, and I will be bringing you an up-close coverage of one of the most historic elections of our times. We'll take you right to the pulse of the polling booths and capture all the excitement on the ground. Stay tuned for every moment as it unfolds.
कांग्रेस आरजेडी ने तुष्टीकरण की नीति को चरम पर पहुंचा दिया। ये इन घुसपैठियों को पूरे झारखंड में बसा रहे हैं।
Modi versus Infiltration, the showdown. Are infiltrators hijacking Jharkhand's future? Debating tonight at 8:30 p.m.
Hi, I'm Saurabh Shukla, founder News Mobile, live from the US. In this special broadcast between News Mobile and Republic, we will tell you who will be the new US president and how this impacts your world. Do watch all the latest updates here live on Republic and News Mobile.
Khalistani extremists assault Hindus in Canada. Hindus under systemic.
From Asia's largest news headquarters, setting the agenda for Bharat. You're watching Republic.
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate. Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Good evening and welcome. In the context of the Maharashtra elections, the Samajwadi Party has raised a call once again for Muslim reservations. They say there must be 5% Muslim quota, which must be announced as a promise by the MV alliance. Now, the Samajwadi Party is part of this alliance, which has the Congress, the NCP, and the Uddhav Sena. The Samajwadi Party is asking for the following demands specifically for the Muslim community. 1. A 5% Muslim quota. Secondly, allocation of 10,000 crores specially and separately only for the Muslim community. 100% scholarship for all Muslim students, all minority students, and a socio-economic survey of minorities. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the demands of the Samajwadi Party. Is this legally valid? It isn't. Has this been questioned in the courts? It has. Is it likely to happen tomorrow? It isn't. Then the question is, why is the Samajwadi Party raising the issue? The fact is, issues like a Muslim quota have become a political bogey that parties like the Samajwadi Party, the Congress, raised just before the elections. They are aimed at misleading the Muslim community, making them feel that parties like the Samajwadi Party or the Congress Party are on their side. Whereas the fact is they are putting wool over their eyes. Unfortunately, nobody has the courage to call this out. Ladies and gentlemen, why would Muslims need reservations in Maharashtra when the literacy rate of Muslims in Maharashtra has been higher than the national average? Ladies and gentlemen, that literacy levels of Muslims in Maharashtra is 83.6%. The All India average is 68.5% for Muslims overall in the country, which means this whole idea of reservation for Muslims is not based on facts. A significant number of Muslims have received scholarship under the Prime Minister Modi's government. There is a rise of 7% in beneficiaries for minorities under the Modi government. And all these schemes that the government has, whether the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi, Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana, a significant number of people from the minorities are beneficiaries of these. For example, ladies and gentlemen, let me take the example of the Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana. 36%, that's more than 1/3 of the beneficiaries, are from the minority communities, which means in terms of relative share of the population, the majority community, the Hindu community, has got less under the Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana than minorities have got. Similarly, in the Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi, 33% of the beneficiaries are from the minority community. Now let's look at houses being allocated. 31% of the houses allocated, of the 2.3 crore houses allocated, were allocated in 25 minority-dominated areas. The simple truth, therefore, is that minorities have done remarkably well in all schemes aimed at uplifting the poorer sections, the more economically deprived sections of our society are concerned. In the middle of all of this, there is an insincere demand for 5% minority quota, Muslim quota to be precise. Viewers, my view is, if we keep trying to divide the country along these lines, then we will never progress as one nation and one people. That's debate one tonight, viewers. On this demand, and may I repeat, it's only the latest person to make the demand, Akhilesh, 5% Muslim quota, and an ultimatum is being given within the MV alliance. Debate 2 this evening, the Prime Minister raises the issue of infiltration in Jharkhand. We have a hot debate on that at 8:30. At 9 o'clock this evening, viewers, has Hinduphobia become a global epidemic? We're asking this question as there are open attacks on the Hindu community by Khalistan supporters in Brampton. Visuals are shocking. And debate 4 this evening, viewers. You have Sanjay Roy, the main accused in the case, RG Kaur, the Abhaya rape and murder case, who says that he's under pressure from the Mamata government to keep quiet and keep the truth away from the people. And here are the headlines, ladies and gentlemen, this Monday evening on the debate tonight. Just days before the Maharashtra electoral showdown, the Indy pulls out the tried and tested stunt, pushing hard internally for Muslim reservation, 5% Muslim reservation. The Samajwadi party demands the MVA include a common minorities program in its manifesto. Vote bank politics in full force. In a fiery Jharkhand rally, the Prime Minister takes aim at Hemant Soren's party and the Congress, calling them Ghuspetia Bandhan, or an infiltrators alliance. Outrage in Canada, a viral video captures a violent Khalistani mob with sticks attacking devotees outside a Brampton temple. Ministry of External Affairs demands action. Bombshell in the Abhaya rape and murder case, prime accused Sanjay Roy makes a stunning claim, alleges that the Mamata government is framing him and forcing him to stay silent. And ladies and gentlemen, the Indy Alliance is stirring the political pot with a controversial push for Muslim reservation in Maharashtra. The demand has been made by the Samajwadi party, which has issued an ultimatum to its MVA allies for 5% Muslim reservation and, of course, a lot more.
With days to go for the Maharashtra electoral battle, the Indy has pulled an old trick in the book. Pushing hard for Muslim reservation, the Samajwadi party has asked the MVA to include a common minorities program in its manifesto. Samajwadi Party MLA Rais Sheikh has given a 100-day ultimatum to the MVA: commit to Muslim reservation or lose support. From staying the Love Jihad Committee on interfaith marriages to ensuring direct scholarships for minority students, Indie ally SP's pre-poll appeasement model could not be exposed further. The BJP has sought to corner the Samajwadi Party over its minority vote bank political agenda.
See, this is totally ploy of dividing voters on the religious basis, but this will not happen. 13 crore Maharashtra will stand behind MAHA, and that's why Pradhan Mantri very aptly, rightly said, "Ek rahenge to safe rahenge."
See, that is been called as a vote jihad. That you think, work and propagate for only particular community. And this is not a democracy. And this is a hypocrisy for Uddhav Thackeray. I appeal, I demand, what is the stance of Mr. Uddhav Thackeray now? Is he in support of Muslim Arakshan, Muslim reservation or no?
And while the Congress is yet to reject their allies' power play for minority votes,
he is free to express his opinion. Party is free to entertain or not to entertain. Of course, it's a party, the democratic, definitely. There will be voices, there will be concern, there will be demand from the party, from the leader. And we do in Congress party also that if certain things are omitted, then we definitely take it up and try to get those things included. I don't think that's a very extraordinary situation or very uncommon. This is a very common thing.
the question is, will the MVA stand with Samajwadi's push for minority reservation? And will this brazen appeasement help the opposition gain ground in Maharashtra?
Shantanu, Gupta, what do you feel about this Muslim quota bogey? It's not going to happen. So why do they keep promising it? Why do they keep fighting over it?
Arnab, that's their only vote plank, the way they're losing their political ground, right? The only way to keep capturing the Muslim vote. And this is strange with Muslim community, they always want a special treatment, right? Even before independence, they wanted a Muslim electorate, a Muslim dominion. They did not get that. Okay, now give me Pakistan. Then they co-opted Nehru. They said, okay, give us Waqf Act, give us special treatment.
Something special all the time, something different from others.
All the time.
Yeah.
Give me
special
Waqf Act so that I can usurp the land. Okay, Indira Gandhi, okay, kill the sadhus who are asking for cow slaughter. I want cow to be slaughtered. They co-opted Rajiv Gandhi. Oh, Shah Bano case, we want to give alimony, 300 rupees alimony, we don't want to give to Shah Bano. Can you pass a law? They co-opted Narasimha Rao, give us places of worship back.
And if you give us this, we'll vote for you and all that, right? I mean,
we will vote for you. Yeah, that's the bargain. You give us special act, you give us special privileges. They co-opted Narasimha Rao.
I want to ask, why 5%? Yeah. Why don't you ask for 15% Muslim quota? Why 5%? Can Tariq just tell me the logic? Why 5% only? You should ask for more 10-15%. I'm asking you, there is इसमें कोई लॉजिक नहीं है, सबको पता है, कोई लॉजिक नहीं, नो कोई बिगिनिंग कोई एंड कुछ नहीं है, ऐसे ड्रामा कर देना है, लोगों को बेवकूफ बनाने की कोशिश, मुस्लिम समुदाय को गुमराह करने की कोशिश, उनको यूज एंड थ्रो करने की कोशिश, यही है, कोई सिंसेरिटी नहीं है इसमें. There is no legality to it. ये होने वाला नहीं है कभी. कभी होगा नहीं. But let us test here. The question is, viewers, you would think here today that there must be some logic to 5%. Why not 6%? Why not 7%? Why not 15%? Why 5%? Can you explain the logic of 5% Muslim quota, Tariq?
अर्नब भाई, जहां तक मुझे याद है, संविधान ने हमको ऑलरेडी थोड़ा आरक्षण दे रखा है. वो आरक्षण चल रहा है, आज भी चल रहा है और जमाने से चल रहा है. अब उसको इंक्रीज करके 5% की बात कही गई होगी या अलग से 5%, क्योंकि ये जो ऑलरेडी रिजर्वेशन चल रहा है, ये बैकवर्ड मुस्लिम्स कम्युनिटी के जो लोग हैं उनके लिए चल रहा है. अब ये होल कम्युनिटी के लिए अलग से मांग रहे हैं ये वहां की सिचुएशन है, जैसे उत्तराखंड की सिचुएशन है कि वहां पे
तो बैकवर्ड को मिल रहा है, आप बोल रहे हो फॉरवर्ड को भी मिलना चाहिए, आप कह रहे जो सब मुस्लिम को मिलना चाहिए।
बात पहले सुन लीजिए, पहले
नहीं, एक फॉरवर्ड मुस्लिम, एक फॉरवर्ड मुस्लिम, एक प्रिविलेज मुस्लिम को कोटा क्यों मिलना चाहिए? कोटा क्यों मिलना चाहिए?
जैसे उत्तराखंड में कोई भी बैकवर्ड आरक्षण नहीं है, वहां पे सिर्फ शेड्यूल कास्ट शेड्यूल ट्राइब आरक्षण है। उत्तराखंड की सिचुएशन अलग है, तो वहां पे उन्होंने वो कोटा नहीं रखा है। वहां पे उन्होंने जो कोटा रखा है वो शेड्यूल कास्ट शेड्यूल ट्राइब और मुस्लिम बैकवर्ड का दिया है, क्योंकि वहां हिंदू बैकवर्ड नहीं है। ये बात आप पता कर लीजिए, इसको लेकर बवाल भी हो चुका है। अब आप जो बात कह रहे हैं कि समाजवादी ने डिमांड रखी है, तो ये रखी है भाई, ठीक है। अब इसको उल्टा करते हैं, हम कहते हैं कि 6% यूरेशियंस को हम आरक्षण देंगे, बाकी सब ओपन कर दें। मैं तो अभी तक नहीं समझ पाया हूं कि 85% की आबादी हमारी है, और ये क्या नाम है, कैसे इतने 6% वाले रूल करने में?
नहीं, 5% क्यों चाहिए? Why 5%? You are not being able to explain the question. Question क्या है तारिक? What is the question, Shazia? Why are you asking for 5%? लोगों को बेवकूफ बनाना ही है, तो आप 6% बोल दीजिए, 7%, 60% बोल दीजिए। 5% का लॉजिक तो आप बता नहीं पाए। शाजिया इज रिस्पॉन्डिंग, बता नहीं पाए, which proves that it's a fraud demand. Yes, Shazia.
So लारी जी, आपकी इजाजत के साथ 2-3 बहुत ही जरूरी पॉइंट्स मैं आपके समक्ष रखना चाहती हूँ। सबसे पहले I'll go back to English. Pardon me, I thought I had to speak in Hindi. So first of all, whatever is being said and नहीं, जो भी कहा जा रहा है, हाँ, फर्क नहीं पड़ता, जबान कोई भी हो, बात ज्यादा मैटर करती है, दैट इज ऑफ द एसेंस। सो देखिए लारी जी, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल इट इज अगेन कम्युनल, divisive and totally antithetical to the spirit of secularism that you keep touting and banding around. One. No, listen to me, don't laugh. There's some serious stuff coming in. You are taking us back to 1935. You are taking us back to when there was separate electorate. Soon you will demand that. It is coming to that. We know when Salman Khurshid asked for reservations at the central government, what came of it? Fourthly, you know what happened to Rajinder Sachar committee report, 2004. What came out of it? It's the same report they're talking about. You also know what you all had to say when it came to BJP offering economically weak sections, which would include Muslims. But you insulted your own community and took away that opportunity by making fun of the BJP because parties like you, let me finish. No. Because parties like you have kept Muslims at the lowest rung of the ladder. I would like to speak now. No, don't do this. I never interfere. Arnab, I would like this time. Arnab, I would like to come in because this man is heckling me.
Why are you heckling her? You have not been able to explain why you want 5% Muslim quota to give me. I gave you an opportunity. You are not able to explain that fact. And the fact is that Muslims...
I wanted to...
लारी जी बात बोल लीजिएगा, लारी जी लिख लीजिए। लारी जी आप चुप हो जाइए, बात बोल लीजिएगा, आपको चुप होना पड़ेगा। लारी जी मैं तो बोलूंगी, आप बोलते रहिए, मैं उसकी बात में बोलूंगी, मैं आपको नहीं बोलने दूंगी। थोड़ा तमीज दिखाइए लारी जी, तमीज और तहजीब तो दिखाना पड़ेगा, उसका मुजाहरा करना पड़ेगा। लारी जी है नहीं आप में, लेकिन दिखाना पड़ेगा।
बिल्कुल
तमीज तो थोड़ी देर चुप हो जाइए आप, नहीं दिखाना तो पड़ेगा भाई साहब, चॉइस नहीं है आपके पास चॉइस नहीं है। तहजीब और तमीज का मुजाहरा करने के अलावा, इजहार करने के अलावा आपके पास चॉइस ही नहीं है, तो कहीं और कीजिएगा। मैं अपनी बात पूरी करूंगी। आपने टोका, राजेंद्र सचर कमेटी 2004 में बनी, क्या उसका हुआ? क्या कांग्रेस पार्टी ने उसका किया? राजेंद्र सचर कमेटी ने क्या कहा था? बाय दैट टाइम कांग्रेस हैड रूल्ड 40 out of 57 years and Muslims were the lowest rung of the ladder. Now let me tell you something very interesting, Lari ji, after which you will not just thank me, but you will go and say thank you Modi ji, thank you BJP for being the only party which is cared for the poor Muslims. Now let me tell you, the bottom 20% of the Muslim population has benefited the most from BJP's central welfare, state welfare schemes. If I just give you the figures, you'll be shocked. The basic amenities, access to electricity, which for Muslims was against.
Okay, so you admit it. I'm coming once again. Tariq Lari is opposing the fact that Shazia Ilmi is saying that the minorities have benefited, the Muslims have benefited the most from the social welfare schemes of the BJP. Okay, so I correct it. Tariq Lari, 1 minute, don't get oversensitive. I will rephrase what she's saying. You agree that Shazia Ilmi is correct when she says that, Shazia is saying that Muslims have benefited the most under the Modi government in terms of social welfare schemes.
Disproportionate to the population.
100% correct.
Every other religion.
100% correct.
Now I can tell you. No, she is lying that Modi ji has given. She should say that the government has given. The government has fulfilled it. I agree to that.
किसकी सरकार है? किसकी सरकार है? मोदी जी की सरकार है ना? It's a Modi government. It's a Modi government. So it's a Modi government, no? So Modi government है. Problem क्या है? Modi government है. नहीं, Modi government है कि नहीं है? नहीं, Modi government है कि नहीं है? But Modi सरकार है ना? Modi सरकार है. आपकी सरकार थोड़ी है.
Then just see what happened to him.
No, ma'am. Nothing happened to me.
Too many facts he's going to be bombarded with. Then he got totally rattled and he started speaking ad nauseum because he realized he's totally exposed. You're exposed, sir. Not just the first time, which is why you're going on filibustering. You can't control because you've been caught. Speak more. Yeah. Keep. Vomit it out. More lies. More vitriol. More poison. More divisive bunkum. More bunkum. Yes, more lies. More vitriol, even more. Poison. Yes, divide. Yes, fool the Muslims. Yes, more Lari. Lari, go for it. Lari. Go fool the Muslims even more.
Lari.
तो आरक्षण देने के मूड में नहीं है. आप नहीं देना चाहती हैं. आप क्या मुसलमानों का आरक्षण के खिलाफ हैं? आप एक सेक्शन के 20% के खिलाफ हैं. आप उनको आरक्षण नहीं देना चाहते. आप उनको जिंदगी भर भीख देना चाहते हैं. क्या वो आप उनको भीख पे रहना चाहते हैं? भीख पे देना चाहती हैं आप उनको जिंदगी भर भीख पे बकाल खराब
Shazia Ilmi.
क्या जिंदगी?
Shazia Ilmi, 1 minute. Shazia Ilmi, 1 minute, please. Can I come in for a minute? आप अपने आप को रिपीट कर रहे हैं. Shazia, I want to add to what you said here.
But you don't like that.
Yeah, I want to add to what you said here, Shazia. I want to add to what you said here. Viewers, the question is very simple and Lari should not disturb now. Lari ji, don't disturb. Pani pi lijiye. The question is very simple. I am saying that Muslims have benefited much more than Hindus under the Modi government in terms of social welfare schemes.
Yes.
And when Narendra Modi is Prime Minister, Muslims have benefited more than when Congress was Prime Minister and Mulayam Singh was in the government. But when Narendra Modi becomes Prime Minister of India, and this is a fact, under the Narendra Modi government, Muslims get much more than their population is. Relative to their population, the amount of social welfare benefits being given to Muslims is much more. You may not believe it, but the fact is, viewers, I will now share some facts with you. Muslims have benefited so much. I'll tell you. I will tell you. Now listen to me. No. I'll tell you. Viewers, this is a fact. And for all the people out there who say that Narendra Modi's government is not secular, this is the most secular government in the history of India. This is the most secular government in the history of India because मोदी जी को 5% आरक्षण दे देना चाहिए था ना मुसलमान को. आप तारिक जी नॉन स्टॉप कमेंट्री नहीं देंगे तो 2-3 सिक्सर मैं मार देता हूँ. आप ऐसे भी कॉट आउट होने वाले हैं. मेरी बात सुन लीजिए.
तक वो छोड़ दीजिए. इतने बड़े सेक्युलर हैं तो 5% आरक्षण मोदी जी दे दें.
क्यों?
हम कहाँ कुछ कह रहे हैं?
क्यों दे?
मोदी जी दे दें. क्या
जबरदस्ती है. जबरदस्ती है।
जबरदस्ती क्यों दे दे? इतनी
शांतनु, what is this 5% दे दो?
See, he's coming from the Manmohan Singh philosophy. He's coming from a Manmohan Singh philosophy that इस देश के संसाधनों पे पहला अधिकार मुसलमानों का. He's coming from that philosophy, right? Being secular is not to give reservation to Muslims. ये कौन सी समाजवादी कैंटीन से सीख के आते हैं यहाँ पे लोग? या अखिलेश भैया सिखाते हैं क्या? मैसेज पे लिखो मुसलमानों को मांगो. बाइपोल आ रहा है यूपी का भी, थोड़ा वोट देगा मुसलमान का. आजम खान भी परेशान है. आजम खान जेल से कह रहे हैं कि मत दो. आजम खान पार्टी बनाने की सोच रहे हैं. आजम खान दूसरी पार्टी बनाने की सोच रहे हैं. कहाँ से आता है क्या? From where do you get this knowledge, man? From where do you get this knowledge? It's unconstitutional. Based on religion, you cannot give reservation in this country. Read constitution. वो जो लाल किताब हिलाते हैं ना आपके लोग, पढ़िए भी. Open that red book, read. चिल्लाने से नहीं होगा कुछ. Open that red book and read. कभी कुरान के साथ वो भी पढ़िए. कभी कुरान के साथ वो भी पढ़िए. Constitution of India पढ़िए. Based on reservation, you cannot give reservation in India. In this country you cannot. Any other country you can try. In this country, based on religion, you cannot get reservation.
Are you Tariq, don't speak so much. Shazia, I think the BJP needs to take a very clear position on this matter. It is building up right now. They are building up to these UP bipoles also. They want to go to the Muslim community and say, ho na ho, humne maang kar di. And I am telling the Muslim community, do not be misled by the Samajwadi party. And the Muslim community needs to know that the Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana, more Muslims got percentage to their population than Hindus. Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana, more Muslims and minority benefited. People like Tariq Lari don't even know the facts. 37% were from the minority communities who got the benefit of the Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana.
2015.
Maybe he might be laughing at some jokes. Akhilesh Bhaiya might have said.
तो 5%
लारी जी
Shazia louder, Shazia.
लारी जी आप सुन सकते हैं? नहीं लारी जी
बीजेपी ज्वाइन कर लूंगा.
मेरे भाई मैं 3 पॉइंट्स बता इसके साथ. मेरे भाई, अच्छा आप बोलते रहेंगे मेरे भाई. आप भाई मेरे 1 मिनट दे सकते हो? अपने हलक को थोड़ा ब्रेक दे सकते हो? वक्फा अपने हलक को थोड़ी देर के लिए, हलक को थोड़ी देर के लिए थोड़ा राहत दे दो. अरे भाई मैं दे दूंगी, चुप तो रहो तुम. अरे हलक बंद करना पड़ेगा, कान खोलने पड़ेंगे अगर सुननी है बात.
करवा दीजिए.
अरे भाई अगर सवाल पूछ रहे हो तो कान खोलने पड़ेंगे ना. चुप तो रहोगे तभी तो जवाब देंगे भाई. भाई साहब मेरे भाई, यू विल हैव टू बी क्वाइट.
आप कौन की रहनुमा है सरकार में?
Because you're not making sense to yourself. अरे you don't go all over the place. You're all over the place, my dear friend, because you're caught. You are caught. Zero facts, zero knowledge. You're caught lying. You lie to Hindus, you lie to Muslims. You lie to everybody.
No, I think Tariq Lari knows that he's wrong today. I'm not going to waste time. I'll have to mute him for a bit. But I want to, but Tariq Lari, don't do this because then you're spoiling the debate. Speaking over everybody else is just bad behavior. Don't do it. Don't do it. Shazia, complete your point. Yeah.
Yes. So access to electricity, which was there for the lowest, poorest Muslims, 20% of them, has increased from 53 to 85%. I'm talking only about the poorest Muslims. Now look at something like toilets, Izzat Ghar, bathrooms for Muslims. And if you look at that, 12% of the poorest 20 households had access, only 12% had, and now the access has gone up to 48%. That means 48% of the poorest 20% of Muslims have toilets as compared to only 12%, the difference between 2015 to 2022. Just look at, and not just that, if you look at Mudra Yojana, you have Ujjwala Yojana, you have Awas Yojana. disproportionate to the population. Disproportionate to the population, which is 18%. आप फिर बोल रहे हैं. How does it matter?
I think I would just like to give a statistic at the end. I would like to share a statistic at the end. The literacy rates of Muslims in Maharashtra is 84%. The literacy
हम लोग काम करते हैं, लेकिन क्योंकि आपने मुसलमानों को बेवकूफ बनाया है, आप कहते हैं वोट नहीं मिला. वोट ही है ना, वोट का खोट है. वोट का खोट है भाई आपके दिमाग में. आपका वोट का खोट बस गया है दिमाग के अंदर भाई. मुसलमानों की फिक्र नहीं है, वोट चाहिए वोट. मुसलमान की फिक्र नहीं है, मुसलमान सिर्फ एक छोटा सा बैंक है. आप साहूकार हैं, आप उस पुराने जमाने के साहूकार हैं. ये है वोट.
अच्छा देख कर ज्वाइन करेगा.
बेवकूफ
आप कहिए कि बीजेपी कम्युनल है.
वोट जिहाद करना है बस.
Okay, viewers, Tariq Lari is not letting anyone speak, so I'm moving on for now. The other big political issue is from the Jharkhand elections, which are just around the corner, and the BJP has turned infiltration into a thundering battle cry. After Amit Shah and Himanta Biswa Sarma, the Prime Minister has made this remark today.
As the Jharkhand Assembly polls approach, the stakes have never been higher. The issue of infiltration has now taken center stage, shaking up the political landscape. After powerful jabs from Amit Shah and Himanta Biswa Sarma, today Prime Minister Narendra Modi struck hard, sounding the alarm on infiltration in Jharkhand. In a fiery attack, Prime Minister accused the India alliance of turning a blind eye, even openly supporting infiltration in this poll-bound state.
जेएमएम, कांग्रेस, आरजेडी ने तुष्टीकरण की नीति को चरम पर पहुंचा दिया है. ये तीनों दल सामाजिक तानाबाना तोड़ने पर आमाद है. ये तीनों दल घुसपैठिया समर्थक है. बांग्लादेशी घुसपैठियों के वोट पाने के लिए ये इन घुसपैठियों को पूरे झारखंड में बसा रहे हैं.
Just yesterday, Union Home Minister Amit Shah slammed the local administration, alleging they are pushing infiltration for votes.
झारखंड हाई कोर्ट कहती है कि झारखंड के अंदर एक घुसपैठियों को रोकना चाहिए. हमारी बेटियों को लुभाकर हमारी भूमि ले जा रहे हैं, हमारी रोजगारी ले जा रहे हैं. बेटी रोटी भूमि, इसका रक्षा करने के लिए एक घुसपैठियों को रोकना चाहिए.
And days earlier, Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma warned Jharkhand of the perils infiltration brings.
देखिए, एक रहेगा तो सेफ रहेगा. राहुल गांधी ने हिंदू समाज को बांटने के लिए निरंतर प्रयास कर रहा है. झारखंड में घुसपैठिया आते हैं. हमारे आदिवासी समाज, हिंदू समाज का अस्मिता को खतरा में पहुंचा दिया है. इस समय है एक रहने का. अगर आप एक रहेगा, सेफ रहेगा.
With the stakes high in Jharkhand, the BJP is making infiltration the battle cry, turning it into a test of national security and state loyalty. Will this hardline stand resonate with the voters, or will it spark an intense political showdown? Only time will tell as the election heat intensifies.
Ratnakar Tripathi from the Congress, Shazia Ilmi, Binay Kumar Singh, and my first question is to Tanuj Khatri, spokesperson for the JMM. Tanuj, why do you think the Muslim population has gone up 3 times in parts of Jharkhand? In percentage terms, places where Muslim population was 8% is now almost 28%. Why has it increased so much?
देखिए, देश में पिछले 10 सालों से भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार है. ये 11वां साल है. जनगणना उन्होंने करवाई नहीं है. इनके सांसद बड़बोले सांसद निशिकांत दुबे जी जो डेटा देते हैं उसी पर चर्चा होती है। और देश के अंदर में, झारखंड के अंदर में जब चुनाव हो रहे हैं तो इन्हें सिर्फ मुस्लिम दिख रहे हैं। इनके पास मूल कोई मुद्दा नहीं है। जब हम आदिवासी सरना धर्म कोड की मांग करते हैं तो ये यूसीसी कोड की बात करते हैं।
मगर मेरा सवाल ये है मेरा सवाल है कि 1951 में मुस्लिम पॉपुलेशन 8% थी और आप पिछले 10 साल की बात कर रहे हैं। एक्चुअली 1986 तक ये 11.2% हो गई, अभी फिर ये ऑलमोस्ट 16% हो चुकी है। और ये इंक्रीज पिछले 6-7 सालों में नहीं हुई है कंसिस्टेंटली। मुस्लिम, आपको चिंता नहीं है कि मुस्लिम पॉपुलेशन डबल ट्रिपल हो गई, कि आपको फ़ायदा हो रहा है उससे? और आप कह रहे हैं, आप ट्राइबल्स के लिए बात करते हैं, सबसे ज़्यादा नुकसान तो सांथाल परगना में हुआ है, 8% से 27% हो गई है। क्या जेएमएम इस वक्त और आज प्रो ट्राइबल पार्टी है कि प्रो मुस्लिम पार्टी है, या आप आजकल फर्स्ट प्रो मुस्लिम हो चुके हैं?
की बात कैसे की जा सकती है? कोई भी पार्टी किसी धर्म की होती है क्या? हम सर्व धर्म की बात करते हैं, सभी के विकास की बात करते हैं।
मगर
क्या बात हुई?
जो वहां पे ट्राइबल्स है उनकी क्या होगी?
मुक्ति मोर्चा जल जंगल जमीन की बात करती है, आदिवासी दलित पिछड़ा अल्पसंख्यक सभीों की बात करती है।
आदिवासी कहां जाएंगे अगर आप ऐसी बात करेंगे, समर्थन करेंगे? मुस्लिम पॉपुलेशन
अगर भारतीय
3 बार बढ़ जाए तो आदिवासी कहां जाएंगे? आप बता दीजिए।
ये चुनाव में इस तरीके
आदिवासियों
की
का
बात
कोई हक नहीं है?
धर्म को बीच में लाने की बात होती क्यों है?
नहीं, आदिवासियों की कोई हक नहीं है क्या? सिर्फ मुस्लिम की बात कर रहे हैं आप? आदिवासी कहां जाएंगे?
बात आप भारतीय जनता पार्टी से करिए, ये उनका फेवरेट टॉपिक है।
ये मैं बताती हूँ क्यों होती है भाई साहब, ये इसलिए होती है क्योंकि
बहन जी आप बताइए,
जो माटी की बात करते हैं, जमीन की बात करते हैं,
मुसलमानों से इतनी नफरत है,
बोलने तो दीजिए आप।
तो आपकी नफरत क्यों है आखिर?
6 बार आपने अपनी बात को, आपने इस बात को 6 बार कहा। बात नफरत की नहीं है, आप बात कर रहे थे माटी की। आपको माटी से प्यार क्यों नहीं है? आपको जमीन से प्यार क्यों नहीं है? आप ये बताइए, आप क्यों भारत को भारतीयों के लिए रहने देते हैं?
जमीन से प्यार है,
अपनी वोट बैंक की राजनीति के लिए आप क्यों इन्फिल्ट्रेटर्स को बढ़ा रहे हैं? मेरे लिए घुसपैठिए जो है घुसपैठिए हैं, मेरे लिए भारतीय हैं। और इसलिए नहीं, जमीन किसकी है? जमीन वहां के लोगों की है। आप क्यों कर रहे हैं ऐसा? आप क्यों चालाकी कर रहे हैं? क्योंकि आप जानते हैं कि आपके वोटों का फायदा होगा, पर आप जानते हैं इससे आम लोगों का और हमारे और आदिवासी भाई बहनों का कितना नुकसान होगा।
जवाब दीजिए ना।
रिसोर्सेज कितने हैं? रिसोर्सेज
के साथ
वही है बात, देश और रिसोर्सेज, लैंड एंड रिसोर्सेज, लैंड एंड रिसोर्सेज, संसाधन।
अरे जाकर के पूछिए,
आप कर रहे हैं हिंदू मुस्लिम, आप इसलिए चुप है। आप तनुज जी, आप भी जानते हैं आप हिंदू मुस्लिम क्यों कर रहे हैं? आप इसलिए हिंदू मुस्लिम कर रहे हैं क्योंकि आपको वोट चाहिए।
अरे हम हिंदू मुस्लिम
नहीं तो आप नहीं कर रहे होते, आप कर रहे हैं हिंदू मुस्लिम। आपकी पॉलिसी होनी चाहिए इंडिया फॉर इंडियंस, इंडिया फॉर इंडियंस, इंडिया फॉर इंडियन हिंदूज, इंडिया फॉर इंडियन ट्राइबल्स, इंडिया फॉर इंडियन मुस्लिम्स, इंडिया फॉर इंडियंस, not India for infiltrators.
Ratnakar Tripathi, Binoy will also come into the debate. Binay Singh, I want you to look at this from a larger national perspective. And speaking to everybody across the country today, I want to present an alternative situation. Suppose Muslims were to become a minority in the Kashmir Valley. Suppose Muslims were to become a minority in the Kashmir Valley and the population of Hindus in the Kashmir Valley was to go to 40 to 50%. Would the local Muslim, Kashmiri Muslims not say that our culture is under threat? And suppose Hindu infiltrators from another adjoining country would have come and changed the demographic pattern in any place which is Muslim dominated. How would it have felt? Just think about it once. So the question here is, Binoy, at a larger level, there is such an issue here, and Himanta Biswa Sarma, aware of what has happened in Assam, is raising it in Jharkhand. I want someone to discuss what the situation in Jharkhand is. डरते क्यों हैं? कोई overall debate नहीं करना चाहता statistics पर कि what is the situation, how many Bangladeshis are there, is Jharkhand going to become like southern part of West Bengal? Nobody wants to discuss these issues. Binoy, why? Why don't you take it forward with Ratnakar?
Arnab, Santhal Pargana in Jharkhand is a classic case to understand what are the effects of illegal immigration or illegal infiltration. Number one, demographic change is there,
yes.
Law and order issue is there, cultural depletion is there, national security is there, because the banned terrorist outfit PFI was headquartered in Santhal Pargana. And the most important point, Arnab, there is a bird sanctuary called Udhwa Bird Sanctuary in Pakur that is in the part of Santhal Pargana of Jharkhand. The whole Udhwa Bird Sanctuary, the whole of the wetlands of Udhwa Bird Sanctuary has been encroached. So there are environmental impacts also. And let me tell you a very important point. Several castes has been wiped out from the land. For example, I am telling you, in the Udhwa block, you won't find Chai Mandal and Gangota. Chai Mandal and Gangota were the two castes, those who are having majority population in the Udhwa block. They have been wiped out in the same way the Pandits were wiped out in Jammu and Kashmir. And the last very important point, which is related to internal security now, that there was a conspiracy which was called 2K, Khalistan in Kashmir. But there was Operation Pin Code, in there was a third K also, which was Kishanganj. And Kishanganj was not just limited or focused to one district. The whole of the eastern corridor, the Santhal Pargana was also a part of that. That third K refers to that also. And that is a conspiracy to increase the demography and create a national security crisis in such area. This is the whole story, Arnab.
So why not accept it? I mean, today the situation is such that the Congress and JMM are taking a pro-Muslim position. But while they can take a pro-Muslim position, they are also taking an anti-court decision. Ratnakar, in earlier this year, the situation is so bad in Jharkhand. No, the situation is so bad in Jharkhand that the Jharkhand High Court had to say, please do something about the Bangladeshi infiltrators in the state. The High Court said the state government has to do something. It cannot sit and do nothing. It has to locate the Bangladeshi infiltrators. It has to identify them. It has to remove them. It has to take action against them. So this is not a figment of anybody's imagination. It is the biggest issue in Jharkhand that nobody in the Congress or JMM want to talk about. My question is why? Why not talk about the biggest issue in Jharkhand?
First of all, Dr. Goswami, you talk about the hypothetical things. There is no census since 2011. And you give the statistics, 23 point something, 7 point something. I don't know from where do you get it. This is totally hypothetical. The thing is that the Goebbels followers and the worshippers, they create a lie, then repeat it 1,000 times. They say,
so are you calling the High Court Goebbels? You are questioning the High Court. You're calling the High Court Goebbels. Am I hearing you correctly?
What I noticed that you didn't intervene any other speaker.
No, but you call the High Court Goebbels?
Keep on doing it. If you have a question, pose me after that.
I quoted the High Court and you respond by saying Goebbels.
Please do it. This is bad. You told about the bad behavior to Mr. Khatri, na? Please apply it on you.
I said that you should not use such language with the High Court.
I'm telling you, you always do so, sir. Please. If you don't fail, blame someone if you don't succeed. Who is there to guard the borders? Who is there to issue the Aadhaar card and PAN card and this voter ID card? Who is there to protect Dudhwa sanctuary, which Vinay Singh was talking about? The people from Indian Forest Services, the central government agencies. Please, Vinay Singh, I didn't interrupt.
You are right. This is exactly what has to be called out.
How many alerts they have sent?
You are right, Ratnakar ji.
The order is given to the Border Security Force.
Which is why it has to be called out.
The Aadhaar is being made by central government. The PAN card is being made by central government. The voter ID is being made by central government. And the responsible person is the institution is state government. And if so much is confident, Mr. Amit Shah and Mr. Modi, of that the local administration is hand in glove with the infiltrators. Why don't you file a FIR against them? Why to shout it on Manch? Roti, beti, gaon, mati. Everybody knows. Everybody who lives in the states care for their rights and their welfare. You don't have to preach them. We don't need a sermon from you and the followers of the Goebbels. So please, if there is infiltration, if there is any infiltration,
I don't think you're understanding Ratnakarji, what is being said.
Why are
Ratnakarji, I have always considered you like a learned man. But the point is that you are asking that from where you get the data. I'll refer to you a book written by Mr. J.K. Bajaj and M.D. Srinivas from Center for Policy Studies. The book name is Religious Demography of India. And you will find all the data over there.
Please, Vinay Singh, you have written too many books. I don't consider you as a writer.
I am referring you
No.
And you must,
tell me what the government statistic is. Vinay Singh,
and you must know that if the Bangladeshi infiltrators are coming,
one thing. Then Vinay Singh, I tell you one thing.
No, question asked tonight by Ratnakar Tripathi is, on what basis are you saying that there is a threat to the tribal community? I ask you this. Ratnakar Tripathi, first of all, you have overstated your point. The National Commission of Scheduled Tribes, NCST, has, for your kind information, submitted a 28-page report in which it has highlighted the severe danger to the tribal communities of Jharkhand. You should have known about it.
Mr. Goswami, I want the census. I want the exact figures. You debate on hypothetical things because you are the best man of the BJP.
The census,
You are the best man of the BJP.
You must read it. I am referring to that book.
By the
That's
report,
a wonderful book.
you gave the
and that includes the 2011 census. You'll find all the comparative studies from the first census to the 2011 census.
I come from a state, Ratnakar Tripathi, I come from a state called Assam with a proud Assamese culture, right? And the Assamese culture has been ruined in parts of Assam because of your party, Hiteshwar Saikia and his policies, and Tarun Gogoi. Your party opened the borders to Bangladeshi infiltrators, and Himanto is having to handle your mess. Himanto is handling the demographic mess created by you. You should thank you to Himanto.
In our last debate, when
the district I am from has become Muslim dominated, thanks to you.
You are saying that I'm a proud
Borpeta has become a Muslim dominated district. How come? Borpeta has become Muslim dominated district where Hindus cannot even move freely.
All are affected by these illegal Bangladeshi infiltrators.
अच्छा, आपको बता दूं, एक मिनट, ये रत्नाकर जी मेरी बात सुनिए, ये मेरी बात सुन लीजिए रत्नाकर जी, उसके बाद जवाब दीजिए। मैं आपको एक उदाहरण देता हूं। आप हर बार प्रोग्राम में आके कहते हैं, बड़े गर्व से कहते हैं, मेरी बात सुन लीजिए, सुनना पड़ेगा क्योंकि मैं वास्तविकता में विश्वास करता हूं। आई बिलीव इन रियलिटी में। आपकी तरह मैं कहीं भी आसमान में उड़ता नहीं रहता। मैं सवाल पूछ रहा हूं आपको, खटकेगी आपको, मगर आपको सुननी पड़ेगी। मैं आपको खटकाने के लिए सुना रहा हूं, मेरी बात सुनिए। मैं आपको कह रहा हूं, आज आप कहते हैं मैं बनारस से हूं, मैं वाराणसी से हूं, मैं काशी से हूं। आज काशी मुस्लिम मेजॉरिटी हो जाए और बनारस हिंदू यूनिवर्सिटी, बनारस मुस्लिम यूनिवर्सिटी हो जाए, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा आपको कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा। आज वाराणसी मुस्लिम डोमिनेटेड हो जाए, आपको कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा। आप कहना चाहते हैं कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा। काशी कल पूछ लीजिए, पूछता है भारत आज। कांग्रेस के जो रत्नाकर त्रिपाठी है उनसे पूछिए कि आज अगर काशी मुस्लिम डोमिनेटेड हो जाए, ये कह रहे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा।
कांग्रेस को फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा अर्नब जी। कांग्रेस डिडंट बॉदर टेकिंग अ डैम।
किसी और के राज्य में हो रहा है, किसी और के घर में हो रहा है, तो आप बड़े लेक्चर देते हैं टीवी पर।
डोंट केयर अबाउट दैट।
मुझे बताइए ना।
आपको पूछ रहा हूं ना, मैं तो कर रहा हूं फर्क पड़ेगा। इफ द क्रेडल ऑफ हिंदू सिविलाइजेशन इन बनारस, इफ बनारस बिकम मुस्लिम डोमिनेटेड, आपको लगता है कि आपकी संस्कृति, आपके घाट, आपके रहने का तरीका, सब कुछ नहीं बदलेगा? अपने घर में जब होता है ऐसा, तब हर आदमी गुस्सा होता है, सवाल उठाते हैं। ये बैठ के एकेडमिक बातें करने वाले रत्नाकर त्रिपाठी, आप कह रहे हैं कल बनारस मुस्लिम यूनिवर्सिटी हो जाए, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा आपको, तो आप झारखंड के बारे में बोल रहे हैं, आसाम के बारे में बोल रहे हैं। मानिए
किसी और को दीजिएगा। हमारे नजीर बनारसी ने कहा मैं काशी का वो मुसलमान हूँ दुनिया बिना ऐसे
ये
तो कांग्रेस पार्टी की मंशा है कि बनारस भी मुस्लिम डोमिनेटेड हो जाए।
करनी है
छोड़िए,
ये चाहते हैं, इनकी मंशा है कि कल काशी भी मुस्लिम डोमिनेटेड हो जाए। खोल दीजिए दरवाजे, बांग्लादेशियों को ले आइए बनारस में।
कोई हमदर्दी नहीं है,
आंकड़े नहीं है, आप सीमा की रक्षा नहीं कर पा रहे हैं,
और सिर्फ वोट
आप
चाहिए,
ब्लेम कर रहे हैं स्टेट को,
सिर्फ और सिर्फ।
आप अपनी रक्षा नहीं कर पा रहे।
मैं ये सवाल,
बेटियों से कोई खास प्यार है,
मैं देखिए,
और ना ही आपको मुसलमानों के लिए कोई भी जरा सी फिक्र है।
मैं किताबी बातें नहीं कहता,
तरह से
मैं किताबी बातें नहीं कहना चाहता, किताबी उदाहरण भी नहीं देना चाहता। मैं सिर्फ तनुज खत्री जी को एक सवाल पूछना चाहता हूँ।
आदिवासी सभ्यता है और उनको आप पूरी तरह से ध्वस्त कर रहे हैं क्योंकि आपको अपनी वोट बैंक की राजनीति करनी है।
आप मुझे बताइए, आज ऐसी बात हो रही है, नहीं
आप भी जानते हैं।
मैं कह रहा हूँ जो कह रहे हैं एक रहेंगे तो सेफ रहेंगे, हिमंत बिस्व शर्मा प्रधानमंत्री एक रहे तो सेफ रहेंगे, ऐसी नौबत क्यों आ गई तनुज जी? और आप झारखंड के होते हुए भी आप ऐसी बातें कह रहे हैं। एक जगह की संस्कृति, उसकी कल्चर और उसके डेमोग्राफी यानी कि पॉपुलेशन बेस, इन चारों चीज़ों का बहुत ही इंटरलिंक्ड होते हैं तनुज जी। मैं आसाम से हूँ, मैं जानता हूँ। आप जाइए ना, अगली बार जब आपको छुट्टी मिलेगी आसाम के, आप बोरपेटा में जाइए और पूछिए वहाँ के लोगों को कि कैसा रहा, आप हिंदू जब माइनॉरिटी में आ गए तो कैसा हो गया बोरपेटा, आप पूछिए ना। और ये कह रहे हैं कि काशी कल मुस्लिम डोमिनेटेड हो जाए तो कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा। मैं कहता हूं फर्क पड़ेगा।
मैंने नहीं कहा, फालतू ना बोलिए गोस्वामी जी, मैंने कहा आपको
अर्नब जी, हिंदू जब
ना वो करते रहिए।
अर्नब जी,
काशी मुस्लिम डोमिनेटेड होगा भी तो हमारा कल्चर कहीं नहीं जाने वाला है। मैंने आपको बोला ना कि नजीर बनारसी ने कहा हमने वजू भी किया है गंगा तेरे गोद में जाकर।
किताबी बातें मत बोलिए, ये सारी किताबी चीजें होती है, ये किताबी चीजें होती है, ये कोई यूनिवर्सिटी कैंपस के लाइब्रेरी में अच्छी सुनाई देती है या कोई कॉलेज के डिक्लेमेशन कंपटीशन में बोलने वाली चीज होती है, वास्तविकता नहीं होती।
आप
नहीं होती।
बोलते चैनल पे वो ठीक है,
मैं ठीक
आंकड़े दिखाइए ना गवर्नमेंट के।
लोग तो मेरे को ही सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं,
दिखाते हैं, शाजिया इल्मी के आंकड़े दिखाते हैं,
लास्ट रिस्पॉन्स फ्रॉम तनुज।
रत्नाकर जी, आप लास्ट रिस्पॉन्स फ्रॉम तनुज। देश को ले जा रहे हैं,
कुछ दिन बहस कीजिएगा।
तनुज,
कितना दिन झूठ फैलाएंगे?
अर्नब जी, इनसे पूछिए कि हिंदू जब सो रहा था तो पेट्रोल 50 रुपया था, हिंदू जब जाग गया तो पेट्रोल 100 रुपया हो गया, गैस सिलेंडर 1100 रुपया हो गया।
हिंदू दौड़ेगा तो पेट्रोल 200 हो जाएगा।
हिंदू जब सो रहे थे आपके हिसाब से तो पेट्रोल 50 रुपया था, हिंदू जब जागा
आपने महंगाई बढ़ा दी
तो पेट्रोल 100 रुपया हो गया।
अब पेट्रोल के दाम कम हो गए, आपको पता नहीं चला क्या तनुज जी? या फिर आपके सरकार ने कम नहीं होने दिया? क्योंकि पूरे देश में तो पेट्रोल का दाम पिछले महीने कम हो गया, आपको पता नहीं चला क्या?
बिहार में इनकी सरकार है ना, ये किशनगंज, पूर्णिया, अररिया को कहते हैं कि इन्फेक्टेड है, पूछिए वहां कब लागू कर रहे हैं।
लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, तनुज जी आप इस विषय पर ऑफिशियल स्टेटमेंट दीजिए। आई विल कॉल यू ऑन अ डिबेट। मैं चाहता हूं फुल डिबेट हो। मैं आपके साथ हिमंत बिस्व शर्मा को भी बिठा दूंगा, आप सवाल पूछिए उनको। बिठाऊंगा मैं, रत्नाकर जी के साथ भी बिठाऊंगा मैं उनको।
अरे ये भाग जाएंगे, जवाब नहीं देते हैं।
ठीक है, बुलाता हूं, उसके बाद देखते हैं कौन भागते हैं। लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, ऑन द अदर साइड टुनाइट Hindus have been attacked in Canada. Hinduphobia is in the spotlight. When I'm back.
For a quick breather. Arnab will be right back with the debate.
In the global employability rankings by Times Higher Education UK, only the following 6 institutions from India are ranked amongst the top 230 in the world for having the most employable graduates. IIT Delhi, IISc Bangalore, IIT Bombay, IIM Ahmedabad, IIT Kharagpur and Amity University.
I don't care for no songs and proses. I don't care for no no sweet boys with roses. All I want is a touch of love.
There will be concern, there will be demand from the party, from the leader. And we do in Congress party also that if certain things are omitted, then we definitely take it up and try to get those things included. I don't think that's a very extraordinary situation or very uncommon. This is a very common thing.
Character, the taste of success.
I don't care for no songs and proses. I don't care for no sweet boys with roses. All I want is a touch of love.
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate. Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome. We have seen some very troubling visuals coming in from Canada. If we can play them full frame, I'd like to describe to you what exactly we are seeing here, ladies and gentlemen. The pictures come from Brampton, and you are seeing here in Brampton, this is the Canadian police, which is just using force against some Hindus, and all they are protesting is against the attack by Khalistanis on Hindu Canadian devotees at the Hindu Sabha temple in Brampton on November 5th. You're seeing the kind of use of force against Hindus in Canada. Ladies and gentlemen, take a look at these pictures. This is the real issue out here. Khalistani extremists have attacked Hindu Canadian devotees, Hindus, at the Hindu Sabha temple in Brampton on the 3rd of November, ladies and gentlemen. Today, there is anger among the Hindu community everywhere, and in Canada, there is a growing realization about the way in which the Khalistanis are targeting the Hindu community. When we speak about Hinduphobia, we are often told we are right-wingers, Republic is a right-wing network, and this is our right-wing philosophy. To all those people who call us right-wing for simply speaking up for Hindus, I just want to ask them, where is it written that you become a better Hindu by accepting injustice? Where is it written that you become a better Hindu by accepting beatings, targeting? Do you become a better Hindu if you are quiet when your temples are attacked? I think not. Ladies and gentlemen, we remember when the Sherawali temple was defaced with pro-Khalistan and anti-India graffiti. This happened in Hayward, California. When we spoke about it, we were told, oh, you're a Hindu right-wing channel. Ladies and gentlemen, two Khalistani supporters had vandalized the Lakshmi Narayan temple in Canada's British Columbia. They had defaced the temple with anti-Hindu graffiti. When we spoke about it, we were told, why is Republic speaking for Hindus? My counter question to all of these people is, do they expect Republic to speak against Hindus? And if Republic does not speak for Hindus as India's leading most watched news network, then who will? Do we expect a channel from Pakistan to speak up for the situation of Hindus when there are targeted attacks against the Hindu community? Today, Hindus are facing threats across the globe. The difference from a year back and now is, a year back if you were to speak about Hinduphobia, you would be told it's fiction. Today it's being accepted as a reality, and after what Trump said last week, even Trudeau's been forced to fall in line. Ladies and gentlemen, Khalistani supporters had also defaced a Ram Mandir in Mississauga with anti-India graffiti. This is one of the most prominent Hindu temples in Canada. And it is not just in Canada, it's also in the United States, where in Newark, California, a Swaminarayan temple was vandalized with anti-India, pro-Khalistani and anti-Hindu graffiti. The Hindu temple's outside wall was damaged. And viewers, we remember that a saffron flag outside a Hindu temple was pulled out in Leicester in the United Kingdom. On each of these occasions, most unfortunately, I have seen large parts of the so-called mainstream media remain quiet, because it is a given assumption that the mainstream media must take an anti-Hindu position and that every grievance of the Hindu community must be dismissed as hype and an overstatement of facts. The visuals today, ladies and gentlemen, are a grim reminder of the way in which Hindus are being targeted in North America. And it's an unfortunate reality that even in India, in several places in India where we have more than 80% Hindu population, Hindus are being targeted here as well. But more importantly than all of this, the good thing is that Hindus are now consolidating, they are getting together, they are asserting themselves, and they are being vocal about it. I promise tonight that as with every other case of injustice against any other religion, Republic will stand by the Hindu community each time and any time there is a targeting of the Hindu community in India or anywhere globally. Hindus must together raise the voice and make Hinduphobia into as big an issue globally as anti-Semitism has become. Unless we do that, unless the Hindu community speaks confidently in one voice, the Hindus and their interests will be taken for granted. Let's debate.
No!
On your screens are visuals of a Khalistani mob attacking Hindu devotees in the Hindu Sabha temple in Canada's Brampton. On your screens now are different visuals from Canada, where you can see police brutality unleashed on Hindus. This comes days after former US President Donald Trump expressed his clarion call for an end to the barbaric violence against Hindus, which shifted the global spotlight on Hinduphobia. Moments after Trump's tweet, 30,000 Hindus took to the streets in Bangladesh. But what's happening in Canada by way of Khalistani violence cannot be without Trudeau government's indulgence. Some are in fact saying that Canada is gradually turning into mini Pakistan.
पाकिस्तान जैसे जो रोज हमला करते थे वो आज तीर जैसे सीधे हुए हैं और आप उनको टारगेट कर रहे हैं। कहीं ना कहीं ये लग रहा है भी जो लोग पाकिस्तान में रहते थे वो सब शिफ्ट कनाडा में कर गए हैं। मेरी ख्याल से पाकिस्तान की जगह वो कनाडा ने ले ली है।
While some are questioning the opposition's silence on this pressing issue.
कनाडा के अंदर हिंदू मंदिरों पे हमला हो रहा है, कनाडा के अंदर हिंदुओं पे अत्याचार हो रहा है। विपक्ष का कोई नेता बोला? राहुल गांधी बोले, अखिलेश यादव बोले, ममता बनर्जी बोली, ये लोग खालिस्तानियों के साथ हैं।
The Ministry of External Affairs officially responded to media queries regarding the violence in Brampton. In this statement, the MEA condemned the act by extremists and separatists. Furthermore, India called on Canada to ensure protection of places of worship. Lastly, the MEA spoke of deep concern about security of Indians and the fact that consular access shall remain undeterred. Various Hindu groups and political factions have come down heavily upon the Brampton incident.
यह काम घोर निंदनीय है और यहीं पर आकर ये कहूँगा कनाडा सरकार ने भी सब धर्मों की रक्षा के लिए, धर्म स्थलों की रक्षा के लिए सख्त कदम उठाने चाहिए ताकि ऐसी निंदनीय और अपराधपूर्ण घटना फिर से ना हो।
मेरी सरकार से मांग है कि जितने भी कनाडा में हमारे सनातन धर्म के मंदिर हैं उनको प्रॉपर उनकी जो है सुरक्षा वहां पर मुहैया कराई जाए, सुरक्षा का प्रबंध वहां पर अच्छे से हो ताकि लोग वहां जाकर पूजन अर्चन करना ना छोड़ दें।
The Peel police announced that they have made 3 arrests connected to the Brampton incident and their identities are yet to be revealed. But the actions clearly showed the cops targeting the Hindus while being soft on the attacking Khalistani mob. As the global spotlight is now on Hinduphobia, the big question is, when will the rights of Hindus finally receive protection?
To throw more light on this, I am first joined by Naresh Kumar Chawda. We have Ambassador Deepak Vora, former diplomat, Professor Pulla Rao also with us. But we want to get a sense from Canada on what the situation is. Firstly, you see, there were 2 sets of visuals which came in from Brampton, Naresh Kumarji. The first visual was of the Sikh groups, the pro-Khalistan groups with their flags attacking Hindu devotees. That's one visual. The second we saw of very strong-arm tactics by the Canadian security, their police against Hindus. May I start with the second? Why were Hindus being targeted like that by the Canadian police when they were the victims here, obviously?
Yes, Arnab and Republic TV for inviting me. It is basically there is a consulate regular camp for Indian pensioner living in Canada, including all community, Hindu, Sikh or Muslim or whoever Indian pensioner. There is a camp going on in the temple. It's a weekend and it's a Diwali season. So our as a Hindu Canadian, our question is the same thing with the local authority. If they give a permission on the freedom of speech to protesters, then why they give nearby the gate of the temple? Because usually they give a permission for any kind of protest on other side of the road or a little bit far. So there is no community clash happen for any
Who was
any incident.
protesting? No, Naresh ji, who was protesting? What was the protest about?
It's a Khalistani people. They are protesting because there is an Indian consulate camp going on and serving the all kind of Indian pensioner, including Sikh, Hindu, inside the temple.
So these are pensioners from the Indian government, people who are receiving pension from the Indian government.
Yes, yeah. So they need every year they need a certificate like they are live certificate.
Of course. And it happens around November in the year. I'm aware of that.
Yes.
Then?
Yeah. And one thing I want to share now, it is only happening to Indian Hindu temple. There are many Bangladeshi Hindu temple. There are Nepali Hindu temple. There are Sri Lankan Hindu temple, Guyanese Hindu temple. So my question to our local authority, why they're not taking step is particularly Indian Hindu temple, they are targeting. So I want to say like not a single religious place supposed to be targeted like that, but why only Indian Hindu temple? If government to government, there's conflict going on.
So there was a protest, but when did it become physical? I mean, at some point, can I run the raw footage and not the packaged footage, please? I want to show the visuals of when the Hindus were targeted by the Khalistanis. What happened then?
Yeah, so as per the footage...
And can I run the footage with its ambience also? I'll tell my production team, because what we need to hear is the shrieks among the Hindu community. This is packaged visuals. Yeah. No, this is a very small clip, Sharat. You'll have to get the entire footage out, not treat it, and then run it on air. Thank you, Sharat. Yes, please. Can you continue? When we have the raw footage, I'll come back.
Yes.
I was just telling my producer something. Yeah.
What happened, like there is a protester outside of the temple, and there is a Diwali season actually. It's a festival season, so hundreds of thousands of devotees inside the temple. And there is a camp going on also, and as I mentioned, there are all community people who are willing to get a certificate, including Sikh, Hindu, Muslim. They are inside the temple for certification. So there are slogans going on from outside against temple, against Hindu, and against India, I believe. So what happened is they shouting a lot, and they are aggressively doing the action on the door of the temple on the Diwali time. And then they come inside. If you see the footage, they come inside, they attack the people, they attack the children, women. And
but why were Hindus targeted? If this violence was by Sikhs, why was the Canadian police targeting the Hindus?
It's a Hinduphobia. I say in one word, it's a real Hinduphobia, and it's a real big disappointing for all Canadian Hindu right now we are feeling. It's a real Hinduphobia. And all three levels of government are failed to protect the Hindu community, protect the Hindu Canadian, and protect one of the biggest taxpayer density-wise as a community, as a business people, professional in Canada.
Viewers, I'd like to get in Ambassador Deepak Vora on this. The pictures are very shocking out here. And we need to keep this in perspective, because when we speak about Hinduphobia, we are told it's fiction. But Hindus are facing threats across the globe. In Canada, the situation is particularly grim because of the aggression of these Khalistani groups out there. Is it open war now with the Hindu community in Canada? And are the Hindu community being targeted for the failure of Justin Trudeau to provide any evidence in the Nijjar case?
Thank you very much, sir. Always an honor and a privilege, and thank you for the introduction that you give. That's what makes you so unique. There's none who can match you. Thank you. Being on Republic TV is always a pleasure. Sir, I've lived in that area for a long time. I go there regularly. Let me put it across to you like this, that the Hindu-Indian community, whether in the United States or in Canada or in England or in Europe or in Africa, they're doing extremely well. They're in the highest income percentiles. They are highly educated, and they now exercise a fair amount of political influence in the United States, in particular in Britain and Canada. Britain even had a Hindu as its prime minister. This upsets a lot of people. May I call it the Hindu Renaissance? And they would then like to play their cards. As our colleague from Canada has mentioned, that even the police, they had obviously been briefed about this, that don't touch his darlings, the terrorists who claim to be Khalistanis, but hit the other guys. Otherwise, the cops would not dare to do such a thing. May I also add at this point of time, sir, why is Trudeau doing what he's doing? I see there are three possible explanations, and I'm not being facetious. One is a medical explanation. He's twice had COVID. And that produces what is called long COVID. I'm sure you know about it. It induces encephalopathy, which is altered brain function. He has quite literally lost his mind. He's incapable of rational thinking. Second reason he's behaving like this is he believes that if he mollycoddles some of the minority parties who are extremists, he'll be able to complete 5 years in parliament and therefore earn his pension, which is the Canadian law. And the third reason he's behaving like this is that he wants to draw international attention to himself. What is Canada's problem? A very large country with a small mindset. It wants to sit at the high table. His father begged and pleaded and got into the group of seven. They wangled their way into NATO. He does not have the wherewithal to be a great power, which is he has a demographic deficit. He doesn't have military strength. His economy is tanking. So he keeps talking about we'll consult with our allies. We'll do this. We'll do that. These are the three reasons, basically, why this man should do a favor to mankind and leave his country. He can go seek asylum in Pakistan or North Korea or wherever he wants. He has damaged Canada's relationships, even apart from the Hindu community, with the rest of the world, the great powers. He mocked Donald Trump, who's going to be the next president, as per predictions. He mocked him twice at a G7 meeting and at a NATO summit. One was in Quebec, the other was in London. He has spoiled his relationship with Russia by abusing Vladimir Putin for no reason. Sir, you might recall 2 years ago at the Bali G20 summit, the Chinese president caught hold of this guy in the corridor and berated him for leaking details of their private conversation to the Canadian media. And Trudeau was looking like a schoolboy being beaten with a whip by the school headmaster. I mean, he was looking terribly uncomfortable. So and now he goes and spoils his relationship with us. He's also messed up his relationship with Israel because apparently Islamic radicals in Canada, and so I've been told by very reliable people, are being encouraged to burn and attack synagogues. This man wants to leave Canada a mess. I wonder if he's a friend of his country, he's loyal to his country, or he's its greatest enemy. I have no idea at this point of time. So may I just simply conclude by saying that the more we go ahead, the more the Hindu community prospers across the world, the greater will be the angst from those who think that we are very docile, deferential, diffident people. No, sir. India is now Bharat. Sir, you know this better than I do. We give back better than we get. We don't turn the other cheek. We smash the fellow's face. This is the new India.
But today, having lived there, you see the pictures. Wouldn't Hindus be very, very insecure?
Of course they would.
And but what would their alternative be? Can we leave them high and dry? Do we not have a moral responsibility as the only large country in the world with a predominantly Hindu population? We are the base of the Hindu civilization. Can we say this is an internal issue that Hindus are getting battered in Canada?
Not at all, sir. Wherever Indians have been in trouble, whether it was in Ukraine or it was in Libya or it was in Sudan or in South Sudan or wherever, or Lebanon, we have reached out. Mother India, sir, we call her Bharat Ma. She reaches out to bring her children back home. We are the only country.
So what can we do then?
I would tell you, sir. May I recommend to you, sir, and again, I'm not speaking on behalf of my ministry or the government, but this is what I would do. I would use what is called the quadruple lock. The first thing would be to absolutely stop visas for Canadian officials and for Canadians, except those coming for medical treatment. And thousands of them come to India because our medical treatment is the best in the universe and the most economical. The second lock would be to prohibit Canadian companies from participating in any tenders in India. Kick them on the stomach, sir, and it hurts. What did Bill Clinton say during his election? It's the economy is stupid. The third thing that I would do is encourage Indian students not to go to Canada because they spend $8, $10, $12 billion giving money to Canadian universities. And the fourth, the quadruplest of the locks would be to work with like-minded countries and officially declare Canada a state sponsor of terrorism.
While our guests continue to be on screen on the right-hand side, where we have the visuals playing now, I would like to play the raw footage of the attack on the Hindu community in Brampton, Canada. And viewers, some of these visuals are very disturbing, but I'd like to say this has become the norm everywhere. Anti-Hindu hate crimes reported from across Canada becoming the norm. Can we play the video, please, with audio?
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, ouch, ouch, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. 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 Ouch.
You see, this is the reality. This is the reality that will not become the subject of a PhD thesis in any American or Canadian university. This is the reality. Ladies and gentlemen, I wouldn't want violence against any community, but if there was to be an attack on a mosque in a way that there is an attack on a temple, what would have been the global headlines across the world, Pulla? Let's think. The thing is that Hindus are being told repeatedly, part of your culture is to continue to be happy getting slapped, targeted and beaten. Because there are people like Pulla Rao in India, if we speak about this in order to defend the DMK, which is anti-Hindu party, and to defend the Congress and the India Alliance, will say you're making it all up. We are not making it up. This is the reality. Had there been such an attack on a mosque anywhere in the world, what would have happened by now?
I object to what you just said. You did the preamble, it's all wrong. I absolutely condemn this violence. And it's very heinous, and we are as much proud of any Hindu there as anybody else. I just want to ask the Honorable Ambassador, should not the embassy have taken some safeguards? I mean, it was a camp conducted by the embassy. Don't they have some sanctity there? Don't they ask for, I'm asking this in ignorance. I'm asking you, should they not ask for security? They know Brampton is a very volatile place. Mr. Trustee is also there.
Sir, please inform yourself. Sir, please see the statement by my ministry. We asked for security. They didn't provide it, sir, in adequate measure. Please be well informed before making a comment. Secondly, sir, I do not have a military in the diplomatic mission, in the High Commission to protect my people. It's not done. We depend on the locals. Sir, please, I've been in diplomacy 51 years and counting. I've been ambassador to 6 countries. We ask the local government to provide us the protection. They do it all the time, but here it was deliberately not done. For electoral gains or for whatever reasons this.
Mr. Pipa,
may I complete what I'm saying, sir?
Should they not have anticipated this? You're an experienced person.
I didn't interrupt you, sir. Please permit me to complete
Please let him speak, sir. The gentleman has more years in diplomacy than I have been on this earth. I would still request him to complete his point there, sir, because he's speaking out of concern. He's not trying to show that he knows more than anyone else. But we are in a fix now as far as the Hindu community across the world is in trouble. Let's accept it. Yes, please. Nade.
All I wanted to say about this, sir, is that we as a diplomatic mission, we work within the limits of international conventions and what we call international law. We would not go around beating up the Sikh extremists, although the Chinese keep doing it with their own dissidents. We don't do it. We're a law-abiding, law-respecting country. But the one thing that I've seen change, and so I'll just conclude, because of social media and because of channels like yours, and I compliment you with total sincerity, sir, that today across the world, the largest diaspora in the world, the Indian diaspora, some 30 million, is getting together as never before. And I'm hearing voices saying that what Canada is doing is totally unacceptable. As Yogi Adityanath ji said, cutting, what is it?
Batenge to katenge. Ek rahenge to nek rahenge, surakshit rahenge. Ek rahenge to safe rahenge.
And my mother used to tell me, sir, whenever my elder brother and I were going to some unknown place, she said, go together. Ek akela hota hai, do 11 hote hain. And this is what I think the message is going across on social media. I've been seeing it to Hindus, to Indians across the world. Get together now and show them your power. I think this is one of the unintended consequences of what this buffoon, Dustbin Trudeau.
Naresh Kumar Chawda wants to say something here. Yes, Naresh.
Yes, so I want to say with due respect, this list of the consulate camp is already in public. So what happened, let me tell you up front, as a Canadian Hindu and Indian origin, that list, before 1 month, there is a camp in Gurudwara, nothing happened. Why only Indian Hindu temple? So I'm not agree with the gentleman over here. And second thing, for us as a Canadian Hindu, step out from the issue, not a solution. We will stay over here, we'll work over here. Culture is a borderless and value are timeless for us also. So all Hindu will be come forward in Canada, and as a gentleman, our co-colleagues told actually, Hindu are more united, and we will strongly condemn this kind of violence for happen with Hindu or any other community. And we will take a step. We will take a social step. We will take a political step, and we will take a as a community, as a strong cultural step too. We need to visualize there our culture and our values. And we are doing.
And a part of this, I'm saying to Pulla that please understand, Pulla, the threats are also on Hindus in India. Think today of the number of times there have been violence during Durga Puja immersions. Think of the number of times in which Ganesh pandals have been targeted. Think of how constantly Hindus are told, don't go near a sensitive area, which means don't go near a Muslim-dominated area. Think about the Hindus killed during the Ram Navami processions in West Bengal. Right? Think about the targeted attacks on Hindus in Bangladesh. Think about the 20 temples that were vandalized in Bangladesh.
We're very happy. One is very happy that Donald Trump...
Think about Hindu teachers forced to resign. It's not about Donald Trump, it's also about people like you in India.
No.
Apologies for the DMK.
We want the government to be intelligently capable, not waste its time. They should know how to handle these situations.
No, these Khalistanis will be very happy with the position of Stalin.
No, take stiff actions. Take stiff actions. Nobody wants violence.
No, don't make hatred towards Hindus into a political weapon.
No, nobody.
You have done it. DMK has done it. You have done it. You have done it, and people have become emboldened in Canada because they see people like you and what you do.
We applaud Donald Trump taking up the cause of Hindus in Bangladesh when our government didn't.
But you didn't answer my question. What if any other religion's holy place had been targeted the way this has happened?
That is their business. That is their militancy. That's their business. We're not here to speak for others. I wish our government would be a little more strong. That's what we are saying. That's what I've heard all over.
Strong?
The government is absent. The government is absent. The government is nowhere. The government should have taken steps. Would the Chinese government have allowed this to happen to Chinese citizens in Singapore, Indonesia? They would have taken very severe action. They would have taken action. There's not a voice, not a sound. Why shouldn't the government of India withdraw our ambassador, close it completely, take steps, and do what this ambassador has just suggested, that Mr. Deepak
Are you not aware that we have already withdrawn our ambassador?
Oh, you have withdrawn the ambassador. You cut off relations. You go to the next step. What the ambassador has just suggested, the quadruple lock. Why are they doing it? Why isn't the foreign minister taking severe action on this? They should boycott Canadian. Why are they not doing it? Why are they blaming on Tom Lari? We also know the diplomatic protocol. We know step by step you go. You know the standstill agreements. I don't see action from the government of India. It's the government of India which should take an action, step on it. Even on Bangladesh, it was a very meek statement. It took Donald Trump to raise their issue. Everybody applauded Donald Trump in this country. I look forward to what the ambassador has said. That should be done. Why are they doing it? Why are they allowed to go around here? You show your anger. That's what the Chinese would have done. Have I right, Ambassador Saab? Would the Chinese have allowed this to happen? You know what happened in Indonesia when the Chinese were attacked?
He's baiting you. You may as well reply.
You know what happens in Malaysia when the Chinese are attacked? Tell me if I'm wrong, I'll accept it. The Chinese government will not sit by it. The Indian government is nowhere. They should take the next step. They should burn the bridges and go ahead and tell Canada this is what you can't do to anyone.
I've served as your deputy.
Says Pulla Rao, who is from the party and backs the party, which says Hindus are like malaria and dengue.
I am not from that party or this party. I have views.
You are an apologist for that party, sir.
Oh, baby, I'm an apologist for India. I'm an apologist for India. I have asked you, why has the government kept quiet? Why has the government not taken the second step? The Canadian ambassador has not been called to, or the representative has not been called to South Block yesterday, today? Should I call him?
He has been.
Should I show
He was summoned.
Please tell me.
He was summoned, sir. He was handed a very strong note. Sir, let me put it to you.
You yourself said the next step should be taken.
Sir, that is my personal opinion. Sir, may I just...
Is there something diplomatic in it? Is there some great diplomatic strategy in it? I fail to see it. India can't take direct action. India should take direct action when you feel such issues come up. They're not doing it. I definitely agree with you. I agree with you, Your Excellency, what you have said. But I only say you go a little further also. You have said the right things. Why are they not doing it? Of course, you have to defend your own ministry. I respect that. But they're not doing it. They're just waving this off and letting people like our friend here suffer. They're very brave, I agree with you. And no point saying some Indians are like that, some Indians are like this. They should take the next step, what you have suggested. The quadruple lock. They're not doing it. You said a strong note. Who reads it? So I think you agree with me. And I'm very happy
for
to that
30%
extent.
Tamil Hindu from you? There are 30% Tamil Hindu, strong Tamil Hindu in Canada.
Whatever
They
it
are
is,
also
the
suffering.
government of India should act. We respect you. You're a brave person. The government of India has not acted enough. Please tell me. They could have done more. Would the Chinese government allow this to happen? I don't think so. Well,
So
other
you will
governments will
refer-
allow, they won't. They will take very serious action. They will
It is quite clear to me, and Deepak will reply, please don't reiterate your point, that the Canadian government wants to strong-arm Hindus and appear to be very forgiving towards Khalistanis, because for them, Khalistanis are politically more important. So if Khalistanis attack a temple, it's perfectly all right for Justin Trudeau or for any Canadian state government. But if Hindus protest against the attack, they must be beaten and strong-armed and arrested. That's how unfair it is. Deepak, would you like to reply, Deepak ji? Deepak ji, would you like to reply to that long response from Pulla Rao?
One small point.
Thank you. Pulla Rao, let him reply to you, please.
Deepak ji, one small question.
No, so you made some reference to what the Chinese would do and what they did in Malaysia. I served as your Deputy High Commissioner, sir. I think you've confused Malaysia and Singapore. There were attacks on the Chinese community in Singapore, and then the Federation of Malaysia expelled. So let me complete what I'm saying, sir. I've served in that country, sir. And then Singapore was expelled from the Malay Federation and became an independent country. Now that is the reality of what happened. There's been no violence against the Chinese in Malaysia, sir. There was a civil war going on in Indonesia that was also sorted out. There hasn't been targeted violence against the Chinese. Finally, sir, your issue about the point that you have raised about what we should do and about our colleague from Canada who's here. I find that Robert Merton's law of unintended consequences has really kicked in. The Indian community across the globe is now very concerned and aware of what is going on. Thanks to channels like Republic, thanks to the social media. And I think this coming together is something that is very, very welcome, because more and more, there are a number of Indian people in very strong positions in Latin America, in Africa, and so on. They might just pressure their governments to put sanctions on Canada as a state sponsor of terrorism. If that happens, I wonder where Justin Trudeau will hide. And sir, I'm not saying that this is something a million years away. This could happen very, very quickly if this guy doesn't behave.
And I also want to say here that I condemn Indian channels who are saying this is Hindus versus Sikhs.
No.
I am really ashamed of some channels who today are saying there is an attempt to create Sikhs versus Hindus and Hindus versus Sikhs. It is so wrong for two reasons. One, the Khalistanis do not represent all Sikhs. Secondly, Hindus are the victims here. They're not attacking anyone, so there's an attempt at creating an equivalence. Those channels have an agenda, and those channels are targeting Hindus deliberately. I thank you all very much for that illuminating discussion, and to Hindus in Canada, I would say, hang in there, use every legitimate and legal way to protest, and don't give in to any form of injustice. Now there's been a controversy again in the Abhaya rape and murder case, where we have the prime accused in Kolkata, Sanjay Roy, who makes a stunning claim. He says, and not that he has to be taken at face value, let me first say he can't, but he says that the Mamata government is framing him and, more importantly, forcing him to stay silent. The BJP wants this allegation investigated. Let's debate.
A Kolkata court today framed charges against Sanjay Roy, the main accused in the RG Kaur rape and murder case. Watch Sanjay Roy being taken from the Sialda court.
এতদিন চুপচাপ ছিলাম, আমার কোনো কথা শুনিনি, আমাকে বিনা কারণে ফাঁসানো হয়েছে, আমার নামে সব কিছু দেওয়া হচ্ছে। আমি কিন্তু রেপ এন্ড মার্ডার করিনি, আমি বললাম, আমাকে সেখানেও সে বলার চাইনি, আমাকে নিচে নামিয়ে দিল, আমার কথা শুনছে না, পুরো সরকারি আমাকে ফাঁসাচ্ছে। আমি এতদিন চুপ ছিলাম, আমাকে সব জায়গায় ভয় দেখাচ্ছে যে না তুমি কিছু বলবে না, তুমি কিছু বলবে না। আমার এই ডিপার্টমেন্ট আমাকে ভয় দেখিয়ে আমাকে করেছে, আমি কিন্তু পুরোপুরি নির্দোষ, আমাকে ফাঁসানো হয়েছে।
While being taken away from the court, Sanjay Roy levelled some sensational allegations against the Mamata government. He claims that he is being framed by the government and is being forced to remain shut. In this video, he is again and again seen claiming his innocence. The BJP has come out all guns blazing and is demanding a probe into Sanjoy's allegations.
It's a big allegation, and it should be investigated. He is the prime accused of the incident of rape and murder. The state government has tried already, and they are trying to cover up the actual culprit.
The main accused is also levelling such charges against the government. We've seen that the parents also said that how the police tried to bribe them or to give them some money so that they would keep quiet. This is a very grave charge, and therefore Mamata Banerjee must resign, and a free and fair probe can only take place when she resigns.
As Sanjoy levels sensational allegations on the Mamata government, the question that remains, will there be a probe into these charges?
And we'll keep the responses brief on this one. We'll both speak over each other. Sanju is on the debate tonight with Tausif and Anirban both backing the TMC. Sanju, why would you give any validity to the prime accused in the case? The person accused of rape and murder says, I'm innocent, and immediately your topmost leaders want an investigation on that. I can understand if the parents make an allegation and you were to say investigate that, but why would you ever take a statement of a rapist at face value?
You know, Arnab, let me make this very clear. I have done a zillion debates with you on the Arjikar issue. Nobody from the BJP is taking Sanjay Roy, the accused, the so-called rapist, and his statements at face value. But right from the very start, from the day this horrifying incident happened on the 9th of August, and from the day the Kolkata High Court asked the CBI to take charge of the case on the 13th of August, and from the day the Kolkata High Court again on the 23rd of August asked the CBI to probe allegations of extortion, money laundering, and human trafficking against Sandeep Ghosh, the former principal of Arjikar, the BJP stand has been very clear. We stand with the victim. We stand against the perpetrators. The perpetrators in this case are accused, number one, the prime accused, Sanjay Roy, who's currently in judicial custody, thanks to a stellar job by the CBI. And don't forget that, you know, the CBI is also probing extortion and human trafficking charges against the former principal of Arjikar Medical College, Sandeep Ghosh.
No, but give me another example. Can you give me any other case in which, sorry to interrupt, can you give me any other case in which any political party or a prominent member of civil society has asked for an investigation based upon the statement of the prime accused, who you say is the perpetrator, who you are against, just because it is politically convenient for you? Why would you say?
I want to answer that.
Why would you say, given?
Arnab.
Yeah, please.
Thank you. Arnab, you have asked a very logical question. I repeat for the benefit of your audience, for the benefit of viewers of Republic, it is not the BJP taking Sanjay Roy, the accused, statements at face value. The BJP, the CBI, top BJP leaders have said from day one that Sandeep Ghosh, the former principal, is part of a larger conspiracy. That is a statement that has been substantiated by the Kolkata High Court. That is a statement that has been substantiated by the Supreme Court, which asked the CBI to go ahead and probe money laundering and human trafficking charges against Sandeep Ghosh. So when somebody says, why is Sandeep Ghosh being investigated? Please ask the Kolkata High Court why it feels Sandeep Ghosh, the former principal and a close confidant of Mamata Banerjee.
But is the matter not being investigated by the CBI? Is the matter not being investigated by the CBI?
Yes, because the Kolkata High Court
and
asked
if there is a statement being made, 1 minute, by Sanjay Roy that is a larger conspiracy, what is stopping the CBI from revealing that larger conspiracy?
Arnab, let us be very clear. You're a very smart anchor. Are you trying to tell me that the horrifying, gruesome rape and murder of a 31-year-old trainee doctor with the entire ecosystem in West Bengal colluding to hide it. There is a criminal conspiracy and destruction of evidence investigation going on against not only Sandeep Ghosh, but against these people very close to Mamata Banerjee, Biplab Sangha, Suman Hazara, Afsar Ali Khan, and of course, Dr. Ashish Pandey. These are people who have been a part of the health establishment, which is run by Mamata Banerjee.
If you're asking me, I would answer that. Thank you. No, if you're asking me, I would answer that by saying that no, Sanju, I do not believe that this was the handiwork of one person called Sanjay Roy. The difference is that Sanjay Roy was interrogated about 6 or 7 times way back in August 2024. The case is with the CBI. And if anybody has to reveal the conspiracy, if you believe the Mamata Banerjee government is part of this attempt to conceal, you have had months. You have had months to come out with some facts on that. This cannot be like the SSR case, where you take over the case and then there is a stalemate.
Arnab, I'm very happy about one thing, that you put the BJP to such high standards of probity. But I want to ask you one thing, and don't take this personally. There have been so many defamation cases against you because of, scared Uddhav Thackeray, and you know it very well that, for the last so many years, those cases are still pending. So, unfortunately, the nature of the beast is such that the judiciary in India takes its own sweet time. But thanks to the CBI, in flat 3 months, the key accused is in judicial custody.
No, 1 minute. First of all, let me explain one thing. One minute. To that also, why I will not accept your... Thank you very much for bringing my case into everything. It is almost as if I'm the biggest criminal in this country. But there is no problem. I am completely aware of the fact that my case has become a case study everywhere. I want to tell you 2 things here, Sanju. In my case, the case for which I was arrested, the Supreme Court said prima facie there is no case. This was an observation made by Justice Chandrachud, who made the observation. There was a lot of opposition and there were strong advocates put on both sides. I won the case because there was no prima facie case. Secondly, I want to tell you, since you have raised the issue, today is 4 years since I was arrested and wrongfully put into 2 jails in Maharashtra. I have won the cases. The case against me, first I told you about the first case. The second case, which is the fake allegation on the TRP scam, the case was closed because it was said that the evidence had been fabricated. No, the evidence had been fabricated. No, 1 minute. So there is no comparison. No. Okay, so fine. Now my point is not that. My point is not that. No. My point is not that. My point is, can I please get an update of what the CBI is doing in the case? CBI cannot take over a case and then not tell us anything.
In terms of bringing to the fore the larger conspiracy with respect to human trafficking, bringing to the fore
I'm saying if Mamata Banerjee is trying to cover up the case, expose Mamata Banerjee, arrest her. Expose her role.
I want to ask you one thing.
No allegation of human trafficking. Sanju knows nothing about the
matter. Mamata should resign as the chief minister. Mamata has failed as the health minister.
Sanju is completely clueless tonight, as usual.
Why has Arnab Goswami changed his entire modus operandi?
The same old
When will Mamata Banerjee resign? She's failed as the chief minister, failed as the health minister, failed as the finance minister.
Okay, now we'll hear from the other side. We have given you most of the time so far. Anirban, why would he make a statement such as this? He's saying, I've not done anything, but I've been told to remain quiet. Right? I've been told to keep my mouth shut. And there have been allegations of bigger politicians being involved. The presence of Trinamool politicians at various stages, including the last rites, etc. The parents have also said there was an attempt to bribe them, if you remember. I can't disregard all of that. So there's a suspicious backdrop to this. Which one of you would like to reply first? Anirban was replying. Let him go for it first. Yes, Anirban.
No. So it has been almost 90 days that the CBI has had the responsibility of the investigation. They are in charge of the arrested people. Sanjay has been in their custody, in judicial custody as well, for almost 90 days now. So what has the CBI done? if any politician of any party, any heavyweight has been involved, if the police or the administration or the government official, anyone, whoever it might be, has been trying to save the real perpetrators,
You tell me
let
when
the
will Mamata
CBI
Banerjee
investigate.
resign?
They have submitted the
You
charge sheet,
answered a limited
and
question.
in
Mamata
that,
Banerjee has failed as the chief minister.
in your dreams,
Why is she
in your
not
dreams,
resigning?
in your dreams,
Mamata
in your
Banerjee has
dreams,
failed as the
in your
finance
dreams.
minister. Why is she
In
not
your dreams,
resigning?
Sanju, in your
Mamata
dreams.
Banerjee has failed as the health minister of West
very
Bengal.
good, very good.
Why is she not resigning?
Congratulations.
Don't sit here and lecture the
Congratulations,
BJP.
congratulations.
The Arjikar case is not
Congratulations.
about the BJP.
Yes.
The Arjikar case
Okay, come
is
and
not about
contest
the
an
CBI.
election.
The Arjikar
Come to
case
Bengal and
is about
contest the next
failed
election.
law and order machinery.
Come to
in
Bengal
West
and contest the next election,
Arjikar
none?
case is about an
So the
insensitive
charge sheet
Mamata
submitted
Banerjee.
by the
Arjikar
CBI,
case is about
the
an
first charge sheet,
incompetent
they are
Mamata
clearly
Banerjee.
saying
Don't try to digress
that the
and
rape and murder has been, let me complete. The rape and murder has been done by Sanjay Rai.
Mamata
They have
Banerjee
not
is
mentioned
Istifa Do.
even a
That is the
possibility of
simple
someone
one
else
line that I
involved
keep
in the
reiterating
primary
every
incident
time I
of rape
speak
and
on this
murder.
issue.
What has
Don't
happened
talk
to this
about the other
woman?
smaller minions. You tell me
Sanju, you are
why
out of your
Mamata
league
Banerjee
today.
still not
You
resigning.
are out of your league today.
Despite
You
the
know
law
you have
and order
lost the
machinery
plot.
taking a
The
flying
BJP
leap
is
out
not
of
even in the
window in West
picture.
Bengal. Law and
The
order is a
BJP is
state
not even the
subject under
political
Indian
picture in
Constitution.
Bengal.
Mamata
You are
Banerjee
shouting in vain.
इस्तीफा कब देंगी?
So the CBI is free to investigate any angle possible. Any possible angle they want to investigate. They had almost 3 months of time, but they have come up with a charge sheet that mentions that Sanjay Rai is the rapist and murderer. So if still the BJP wants other angles to be probed, let the CBI do it.
I'd like to get in Tausif here. I'd like to get in Tausif here. Tausif, what about? I think people are losing trust. The only way, and I know this may be unconventional, is to put this man Sanjay Roy before the media. Let him face straight questioning, and we will get to know more information. But putting him, let him, he says something. Why do we want to live in a situation where we feel we don't know the truth? If you have nothing to hide, would you have any problems if he comes before the media? Let him take names. Let him tell us who he thinks is being protected. We don't need to believe him. At least we'll hear his version.
Arnab, this case is being monitored by Supreme Court. Unless you have no faith on Supreme Court, unless you have no faith on the central agency of CBI, then you can raise a demand that you would want to interview Sanjay Roy. But bear this one very crucial point on mind. Both Kolkata police and CBI is saying that Sanjay Roy is the rapist and murderer. They have filed the charge sheet. Secondly, criminal trial is run on the basis of proof beyond reasonable doubt. So, in order for this rapist Sanjay Roy to flee from the clutches of the law, he only needs to create a doubt in the mind of the court. If the court has any doubt on its mind that the accused, please do not interrupt. Sanju, do not interrupt.
But why are you constantly saying he acted alone? Why are you constantly pushing the theory, Tausif, that he acted singularly alone? Why are you pushing that theory that he acted alone? What do you know?
CBI has said that, the charge sheet is saying that,
and you want to believe that?
You tell me whether Sandeep Ghosh is involved or Sandeep Ghosh is very close to Mamata Banerjee.
Both of you speak over me. No, Sanjay, this is very unfair. Sanju, this is unfair.
You tell me whether Ashish Pandey, a senior doctor,
I can't shout like Sanju. Every day she has only one job, get up in the morning and do
No. Every day one.
She gets lines from media, from BJP media side, and she comes here and derails the debate. Let us come back to the point. The point is that if BJP wants to defend Sanjay Roy, they are free to. BJP can appoint the defense lawyer on behalf of this
Law and order has
rapist,
failed in West Bengal.
and
Yes or no? The answer is yes. Why has Mamata Banerjee not resigned?
That BJP is defending this Sanjay Roy.
No, I would never. I would emphasize this, Sanju. I would never believe a rapist or an alleged rapist against whom there is evidence of the kind that Sanjay Roy has against him. But having said that, Sanju, and I would support CBI investigations in many cases, I must say I'm extremely disappointed with the CBI investigation into the Sushant Singh Rajput case. And I'm very, 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 very upset with the CBI investigation so far in this case. When matters are in public domain, then CBI cannot do everything under stealth. You can share with the people of the country, the concerned citizens, an update on the cases.
Confident self at all. You are not asking tough questions of Mamata Banerjee. Suddenly, Arnab Goswami has started asking questions of the CBI. Arnab, can you listen to yourself? I'm
Yes.
sorry, but you're not sounding confident.
Well, I think that Sanju Verma, when you need to look within, the people of this country know nobody has asked more questions to Uddhav Thackeray and Mamata Banerjee than me. You have kept the option of an alliance with these parties open. Have you kept an option of an alliance with these parties open that you are questioning me?
Allow your platform to mollycoddle Mamata Banerjee.
Well, I think Mamata, I think if I ask you tough questions, you get upset. But it is my job, Sanju. I will ask you questions that may make you uncomfortable. Today you may disagree with me. Tomorrow you will say, Arnab, you were right. You were spot on. You were spot on. And on this case, all I'm saying is, we want regular updates from the CBI, don't you? Don't you want regular updates from the CBI, Sanju?
Sanju is so
Who
very
is
angry
Arnab
with you all
Goswami or
after
Sanju Verma to tell the CBI how it should do its job? Let the CBI do its job.
Now that's when arrogance begins to speak. Who is anybody to ask anybody to do anything?
The Supreme Court has said the
It's
CBI
a democracy.
is doing
We have a
job.
right.
The Supreme Court
It's a
has said
democracy.
the
Who are
CBI
you?
is doing
Who are
its
we?
job.
We are the people. We are the people, and we are the public in Republic. Does that answer your question?
If you are the public, ask questions to Mamata Banerjee, Arnab. If you are the public,
Okay, I will leave it at that. I'm not quarreling, but I'm on a principled point. The CBI needs to give more updates on this case because it is because of the media scrutiny. When someone says, who are you in the media? My answer is simple. We are the people in the media who ask the questions. And when we ask the questions, matters are in public. And when the matters are in public, politicians respond. Then the case goes to the agencies. When it goes to the agencies, we are told, get lost. Don't ask us further questions. I say when the case goes to the agencies, our job begins. We will not let go of cases like these because without our investigations, these cases would never have come into the public domain in a big way in the first place. Viewers, continuing debates on the other side. Don't go away.
Time for a quick breather. Arnab will be right back with the debate.
Co-powered by Jaguar Bath & Light.
In the global employability rankings by Times Higher Education UK, only the following 6 institutions from India are ranked amongst the top 230 in the world for having the most employable graduates. IIT Delhi, IISc Bangalore, IIT Bombay, IIM Ahmedabad, IIT Kharagpur and Amity University.
I don't care for no songs and proses. I don't care for no sweet boys with roses. All I want is a touch of love.
Director, the taste of success.
भारत का ही नहीं दुनिया का खालसा समुदाय यानी सिख समुदाय, सिख धर्म के लोग पूरी तरह से इसकी निंदा ही नहीं करेंगे, आगे ऐसी दुर्घटनाएं ना हों।
Co-powered by Jaguar Bath and Light.
I don't care for no songs and proses. I don't care for no sweet boys with roses. I'm too busy, baby, making plans on how to get me one of them manly men. All I want is a touch of love.
In the global employability rankings by Times Higher Education UK, only the following 6 institutions from India are ranked amongst the top 230 in the world for having the most employable graduates. IIT Delhi, IISc Bangalore, IIT Bombay, IIM Ahmedabad, IIT Kharagpur and Amity University.
I don't care for no songs and proses. I don't care for no sweet boys with roses. I'm too busy, baby, making plans on how to get me one of them manly men. All I want is a touch of love.
Manchester City's impressive 32-game unbeaten streak in the Premier League came to an end on Saturday with a 2-1 defeat at Bournemouth, allowing Liverpool to reclaim the lead in the title race. Pep Guardiola had cautioned earlier in the week that his team might be in trouble due to a growing list of injuries, a prediction that quickly became reality. On a dramatic day, Arsenal also suffered a 1-0 loss to Newcastle, while Liverpool staged a late comeback to defeat Brighton with a 2-1 and move to the top of the table. The most surprising result occurred at Bournemouth, where the Cherries took a stunning 2-0 lead with goals from Antoine Semenyo and Evanilson. Despite a late effort from the City, with Josko Gavard.
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate. Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Good evening and welcome. In the context of the Maharashtra elections, the Samajwadi party has raised a call once again for Muslim reservations. They say there must be 5% Muslim quota, which must be announced as a promise